like, let's talk about like kind of the words that each of us pick, like, because we each kind of have we each have our own like kind of mannerisms that we do on the show, and I think we probably all picked up on what we all do. So maybe we could do that because that would apply to like anything.
So here's how this is gonna work. I imagine you have clips and outtakes and such.
I do.
And what we'll do is if you can give us sort of clue us in on what those are, we can kind of be like, hey guys, remember this time, and introduce that.
That'll be tough because I haven't listened to them yet.
God damn it. God damn. So in other words,
we just do generic like comments, then it'll be funny because it'll be obvious we haven't heard them and we don't know what we're talking about.
All rise and welcome to Word Rango, the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge and comedy.
Oh, that wasn't me. That was Mike. But that was awesome.
Sorry. That was I was really late to when we were doing the burp before the show starts thing.
That was a good one, though. That was a good one.
That was necessary. Sorry, Bob. You were on a really good one, too, I could tell.
Oh, my God.
I need to call my agent.
Oh, you just cost the show an extra $75, but it was worth it.
Anyways, Bob, go ahead.
Welcome to Word Rango, the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge.
Are you constipated right now?
That was good, man. You ruined it.
So well.
Was it?
Yes, it was good. I liked it.
Okay, take two.
Okay, do you want to start the show now?
Yeah, start the show.
Horse apples.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Or does one of us just weirdly yell horse apples like we're in the 1890s?
Horse apples.
Bob, do your intro.
Friends, welcome to Word.
Horse apples. Sorry, I had to.
If I didn't love you so much, Dave, I'd hate you right now.
Oh, please, you do.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Word Rango, everybody. My name is Mike Suzak. This is a special tribute show, I guess, probably. And we're gonna talk a little bit about the thing that we love, the big old elephant in the room, the big old vocabulary elephant.
Baconators?
I'm joined by Bob Ball,
I want some baconators.
Dave Hinkle,
I am a baconator.
and Ryan Lewis.
I'm just gonna settle for the bacon, guys. I mean, I don't even know what a nader is. Ralph Nader?
Ralph Nader. Bacon Ralph Nader. Like, it's, you go to a state fair, and they have a statue of Ralph Nader made out of bacon.
It makes sense. It's in like New Jersey.
No,
Yeah.
I'd eat that.
So Word Rango, I mean, for those of you that listened to last week's episode, why am I listening to this? I don't get any new words. No, but instead we're going to make your life better. This is our last shot at making your life better. So what we're going to do is we have like so many great clips and so many great like outtakes and stuff. Bob is convinced that we have all this at least. So this is what he tells me. He produces the show. Thank you so much for doing this for so long, Bob. Here you go. This is the episode where Bob gets to. This is like the episode where all of us go to like the community theater to support Bob's like weird like interpretive dance routines. It's like, look, we love Bob, but he needs to show us this interpretive dance routine, and we have to just sit through it. So this is Bob's like chance to shine. And show us the clips and show us the way that he can splice them together, not have two stacked on top of each other like this. Oh, he probably won't do that. But yeah, it's awesome. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about the show a little bit and why, we've loved doing it for like over a year. So like Ryan, I think you're a great place to start. You're the funniest person on this show. I love doing that because it makes Dave like it eats at his soul.
That's
Ryan,
that's the equivalent of a child saying like, "You're my best friend now, Dave. Step aside.
Dave, step aside. You're my favorite child.
You're not coming to my birthday party."
Yeah, Ryan, what can you think off the top of your head? What your favorite word from the show's history, the show's 17-year history is.
Man, that's a simple request.
It's a
Suzik.
tough
I like
one.
that you're throwing that my way. Yeah, like I mean, I think when it comes down to it, like if I had to like pick like one single word, and it just
Or maybe your own word, either way.
Oh, well, my favorite of my own words, like I think it comes down to Edentulous, which is super early. I think it was a front runner when we had our
it was
big,
like the
huge
second
tournament.
episode or something, yeah.
Yeah, it was yeah, but it's like just because I mean, I think Toothless Fergie in general is like something I'm going to take with me for the rest of my life. Like anytime
Right.
anytime I hear a Black Eyed Peas song, like I'm just like, there's no teeth when she's singing. It's just not happening. Guamo it, you know, like that's great shit. But I mean, that's my favorite. But I think like Dave's words were always like my favorite just because they just the way that they sound. And I was talking to you guys about this earlier, but like just like Gitch or like Farouche, because like it's just
It's the
it's
best, yeah.
yeah, it's like a word that like you could use outside the show that you're never going to use in a sentence, but you just might say like if someone cuts you off like Gitch or something, you know, like just because you're upset. Or guttural sounds.
Yeah, he always did that. I feel like I think one of my favorite things is that each of us had like a different method to just picking our words. Not only just like the jokes and like the trying to come up with definitions, like we each had our own style for that too, but like Dave specifically was like, I need something that is short that I can pronounce.
Very important criteria.
Now listen, that second thing is optional. He doesn't need to know how to pronounce it.
Right, and there were times where we spelled it correctly, and he said we didn't, like prurient, you know, and like,
Oh Jesus, yeah.
and you know, and he couldn't say that because he can't pronounce T's. But I mean, the thing is though, is Dave, you always drove at that, like making it sound just like punchy and hilarious. Yeah, I'm totally with you, Ryan. And Ryan, I think you were the one that had a lot more of the longer words, like more syllables and stuff. And there were times where I just didn't even know what was going on.
I modeled them after my penis.
Right, like recombentiveness.
Long, and like you just don't know what's going on after a while, right, ladies?
Tibulo-concupiscent. I'm looking at
One's not mine.
That was Bob. That's right. Stupid Bob, trying to be Ryan that episode. Yeah. No, you had a lot of really good ones. I don't know. I imagine there's just going to be a clip here. Is that how you're doing it, Bob?
BYU Battle of the Bands, like
yeah.
they like make you put in like a CD with like all your lyrics and shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, like hardcore, like Mormon, they don't want you saying anything bad, but it's like, dude, what's gonna stop us? Like we had a song where we talk about penises, and like of course we're gonna talk about it when we do it live,
Right.
So we just snuck it right by him, dude. Screw you guys.
Those are the best songs, really. The songs that like you sneak in penile references. It's like turning Japanese. Like anytime someone brings that song up, someone's like, "Oh, you know, it's actually about like, you know, it's about masturbating." It's like, yeah, well, I get that, but that's the fun part, you know.
Yeah, but it's like they don't come like our song is called America's Wang, and it's like it has penis in the title.
Oh, well, okay.
So like we went right out, but we did. I don't know. They didn't know what Wang was when we. Anyway, yeah, fun times.
Nice.
That's a brand of computers.
Playing my Wang, click it on a Wang, 2.8 gigahertz Wang.
Download my Wang right into your hard drive.
Bluetooth keyboard for my Wang.
Using a dongle with my Wang.
USB 3.0 on my Wang.
I like it, dude. We got it going.
High speed Wangs.
Yeah, all right.
It's like going to speedtest.net, but it's like wangtest.net. Just tests how fast your wangle is.
Ooh, let's see.
My connection's going to be faster. It's Thunderbolt.
Is that what you named your dick? Is Thunderbolt?
That's what I wrote on the side of it.
You got like a racing stripe going down the middle. Now if I were to ever get a dick tattoo, a racing stripe, I think that's the best you could do.
Oh, I do like a lab coat. Very good.
Oh, good. All right, now that we got to dick tattoos, we should definitely start the show.
Oh yeah, I think we're warmed up.
Yeah, we're definitely we're so warmed up. I have to take my hoodie off now. There we go.
Nice, I can tell.
I didn't know you had a Word Rango hoodie.
I do, actually.
Clip.
Clip.
Dave.
Yeah.
Dave, what about you? Do you have a favorite word or a favorite moment or something?
Yeah, I think there's...
Clip.
Life got you down? Turn that frown upside down on some sluts. Come on down to the Slut Lodge. Sweat it out with some sluts today. Enjoy our 4-course mini bar. Then get yourself a slut. We got sluts in the 50s, sluts in the 60s, sluts in the 70s.
Wait, age-wise or like from different eras? Or like flappers or like...
No, that's how old they are. The older the slut, the better at the Slut Lodge.
Dave, the term is mature or cougars.
No, true story though. I had to take a math packet to pass high school. My math skills are below average.
So when you say math packet, is that like one of those little like flavor vitamin packets that you dump in your
Full
water?
of addition and subtraction, like problems and stuff.
It's two tabs plus 2 times a day equals MC graduate.
My problem in high school or in college was I was too busy solving for sex. Am I right?
I don't believe you.
Yeah,
not
you're
at all.
a goddamn liar. You can't uppercut a fucking car into a goddamn building with your legs. You do it with your buff ass arms. Your buff robotic arms.
You would kick the car then, is what I'm saying. And then you get more style points. It's like in Tony Hawk, if you do the same trick over and over again, the game is going to be like, you're dumb, like, because you're doing the same thing. We know that you're really good at that one trick, but sometimes you got to show us that you can do other things.
I'm sick and tired of you setting the bar for everything in this life with references to Tony Hawk. You need to drop it. You need to expand your fucking knowledge base.
I'm sorry that it happens to be the very, like, the best way to describe everything, okay?
You're always like, oh, wow, that was so cool. That was like 3 kickflips in Tony Hawk. It's like, Jesus Christ, Mike, stop.
You know what, Dave? You're kind of like Rune Glifberg's Christ Air in Tony Hawk right now, okay? Really fun the first time, gets old pretty quick, okay?
Left, right, square. Left, right, square.
I think my favorite word I've ever brought to the show is one that was kind of disturbed us all, and we didn't really like speaking about it much. But once I introduced it, it was just it affected all of our lives and drilled its way into our hearts, and that's obviously priapism.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Oh yeah, you guys didn't know?
I don't think that's where it drills.
I'm actually Bob and Dave. I've been both people the entire show. Bob isn't real. It's just a voice I do. It's a character.
Bob is just a character you do, and you use Bob to try out all these other characters.
Yeah, Bob's really he's the character launchpad, if you will. I go from Bob to any number of other people, like drunk Southern guy, drunk tourist, drunk college girl, drunk grandmom. My range is just very impressive. But no. As far as like words, I mean, it's tough. I feel like Ganch and Farouche have like those are the two with the most staying power. Those 2 words are just, I don't know, they're so ridiculous. It's such a ridiculous combination of words. And, the Ganch thing was just beautiful. It was an epic episode because Ganch is just a funny word. And then, what we turned it into was just really good. Clip.
No lie, one of my words I was going to pick this week, one of the final 3 had to do with foreskin.
Don't tell me. You need to save stuff like that.
Yeah, what is the word?
Foreskin.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fill in the blank. I love my blank.
Foreskin?
No, mom. I love my mom. She's a great gal. Great lady.
Okay.
Classy.
Your
classy
mom loves
broad.
your foreskin? No, this is just getting weird.
I don't understand what happened with foreskin. That's
Well,
what I
it'd be
want to
even
know.
weirder because, like, I'm circumcised, so what's she keeping it in a book somewhere? Like,
Maybe.
Is she
hermetically sealed?
Moms.
Just in case you want it back.
Here's Dave's first lock of hair. Here's his foreskin.
son's first foreskin. It's like a new.
Some
hit
keep
doll.
their placenta. I mean, may as well keep the foreskin. Like, why keep the placenta and not keep that?
Yeah.
What's the value? Is it stem cells or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling like the foreskin does not have much for you in the way of stem cells or
I don't know, man. That's
dick
like
protection.
That's at the true stem of it all.
The
Like,
foreskin is just really meaty stem cells. Like that's how they can like clone people.
Why do you think like it's a conspiracy? That's why that's why babies get it chopped off, because like all the scientists of the world are just hoarding all those precious stem cells, those
And
precious
making them into sandwiches.
foreskin stem cells.
Are you just saying
There's
that because
cannibals.
the Jews are behind it? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not saying that's not the case, but that's definitely the case.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory.
Well, did you guys hear there was a thing recently where a woman had
Foreskin?
I think no, she had something I don't know if it was like stem cells or what it was that was placed in her back, I believe, and it was cells that were originally from her nose. And then like she wound up having to go back to the doctor because of a lot of pain, and they looked, and basically like she started growing. There was a growth that was coming in that had like the cells of a nose in her back.
Makes
because
sense.
that's where they took the cells from. So, I mean, I guess if you were to take foreskin cells,
You could grow foreskin anywhere.
you could grow a dick anywhere.
Well, yeah, or a dick sweater. I mean, you can't,
I've
Yeah.
always wanted a back dick for my front dick, to be honest. I mean, it's just, I'm a very
Symmetry.
symmetrical kind of guy. Yeah, I like things to be evened out,
You mean kind of like it would be a tail, but it's a dick, or
Well, I mean, it
Where
would
would it
probably hang
go
a
is
little
what I'm-
lower. It would probably have to hang like mid-crack or maybe even lower than the actual butthole. I don't know. I mean, I'd have to get the logistics. I'd have to break out the tape measure.
I think it's a good idea. I mean, that one's for peeing. The other one's for fucking, right?
Well, one's for peeing, one's for playing.
Yeah. that's what
This
I mean.
is my pee dick. This is my play dick.
Really, if you're going to get extra ones, why not just have them all the way around? It's like you have a skirt of dicks.
Oh man,
dick
Just a dick skirt.
or like a
Dick
peacock's
mini
plumage
skirts.
that you could like fan out from your lower back at any time. Just like when you're agitated or there's a rattlesnake nearby, you can just like spread your penises, your peni out.
you rattle your this is my rattling dick. I rattle it around.
Oh god, that rattlesnake.
Oh, guys,
Get
we have
away.
a weird obsession with penises.
We do. But
don't we all?
So much fun with our podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've only got the one. I mean, sometimes I leave mine at home because it really just gets in the way.
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be fun to have a detachable dick.
It's a lot of wind resistance.
Just like Velcro. You take it off whenever you don't need it. It's just convenient.
If you could take off one part of your body, like let's say at night when you go to bed.
Yes, and it's arms.
Oh my God, I would totally take off my arms.
Because my fucking arms are always in my way while I sleep.
Well,
It's like they are my worst enemy when I'm sleeping. They're all over the place.
I get them all tangled up under my pillow. Then one of them falls asleep, and I wake up in the middle of the night because I can't feel it. And it's like the fucking worst. I wish I could just take my arms off.
No, you're totally right, dude. Intelligent design is bullshit.
Yep.
Because there would have been some foresight in that shit right there, and like detachable arms, back dicks. I mean, there's a whole laundry list of things where you can intelligently design the shit out of stuff.
There aren't enough back dicks. That's
Or
how
dick
I know
skirts.
that. No, that's how I know the secrets of the universe. Not enough back, or maybe that's just the next phase of human evolution is back dicks.
Maybe.
How amazing would that be? Like if some crazy astrological event happened and then like everyone's like, oh shit, this is it. This is what people have prophesied and we've been waiting for. And everybody wakes up in the morning and they have back dicks. And that's all it was.
So next December 21st, 2012,
Yep.
it's like, oh, the world's going to end. The world's going to end. We wake up on Friday. It's like, oh my God, where did that go?
This is it. That's what we've been waiting for.
Why is it back there?
It's like God
Now,
winking.
every time I sit down to poop, I pee all over the seat. I mean, like everywhere.
It's like God winking down at everyone being like, see, isn't it great? This is what you've been waiting for. You're totally in my image now.
Or does that mean I get to sit backwards on the toilet and eat cereal off the top deck now? Huh.
What the hell?
What?
no, he eats cereal off the top deck, and he eats.
You could do that already,
waffles
though.
off the back dick.
You could do that already. You basically just have to sit on the toilet, kind of like a dude that's presenting a thing about abstinence at your high school does when he's sitting in a chair. Just backwards like
what?
a cool dude.
He's talking about just like a teacher that's really just breaking it down to everyone, man. He's sitting on the chair backwards. And he's gonna fucking just throw down life lessons.
Except instead it's you sitting on a toilet backwards and you pee in that way.
Yeah, it's the AC Slater look. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet he took shits that way.
Yeah.
But if after the back dick apocalypse, then I will be actually sitting correctly.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
All right, let's get this going because I got a thing I got to do as soon as we're done.
With your front dick.
No, I gotta figure out the logistics of getting a back dick, where I gotta acquire one, how I'd sew it on, or would I just like solder it on? How would that work?
Dick stem cells, man. I think Cizik brought that up.
Foreskin stem cells.
Listen, after this is over, just call your mom. Say, "Hey, Mom, you know that Joy of Cooking book that you keep in the kitchen? Can you just pull that down? There's a bookmark in there. Oh, honey, your foreskin. Yeah, what do you need it for? I'm not at liberty to say right now, Mom. But
we're gonna make a back dick.
Just lick it, slap a stamp on it, and toss it right in the mailbox. Send it out west, Mama.
Oh man, that can't travel well.
So just out of curiosity, Dave, in your scenario, how much licking is your mom going to have to do of your foreskin to put that many stamps on it?
Oh,
we should start this thing.
Yeah, yeah, we should start the podcast.
You sure? I don't think we've gone to a really dark place yet, but I think we're getting there.
And then, so I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of taking the 5 minutes to go on the internet and hunt down that ridiculous word and bring it to a podcast. I'm really proud of myself and all the work I put in doing that.
I think the internet will be well served by taking some of the words you just said and just taking a little clip of that and putting it as the ringtone when you said, words, it's tough.
Sounds like more of a t-shirt, yeah.
Yeah, this show has... there are going to be, kind of like what you were saying, Ryan, there are going to be so many moments that I'm just going to carry with me forever. Decolate when you can't, when you bump into Count Chocula at school and you wind up messing up your papers and have to put them back together as you're rushing to class. And I think one of my absolute favorite things every week, I looked forward to it every week, was just when it was story time with Bob Ball for every definition, And there are times like when you I think it was you fell asleep watching Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think was one of your definitions, Bob, and you wound up covered in Smucker's jelly clip.
That's just a bed with a TV tray.
No, it's him laying in bed, and then his wife-to-be just gently drapes herself over his lap, and he puts the laptop on her back and types and does stuff. That's a bed desk, right? Isn't that how relationships work, you guys?
That's how the best relationships work.
I'm gonna die alone.
Will you be my desk?
Will you be my desk?
Girl, I want to pull out your drawers and file some files in your filing cabinet.
Pull out that drawer. I want to put my white out in there. Got room for a 3-hole punch.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got really...
3-hole. That is like the most frat dick drunk roofie given fucking sex move ever.
Oh, I'm so glad I drank 2 beers before he got on this call.
I'm so glad too.
Dude, just being complacent is not a good thing.
See, there we go.
Yeah, that attitude didn't win us the war. All right, come on.
That didn't get us to the moon. We didn't say, hey, let's stop at John Glenn's space flat around the world.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Did you miss the part where I said mission accomplished?
Oh, that's true. You did put up a banner, so I think
Put
we're
up a
done.
banner.
I mean, if the pizza engineers at Pizza Hut had settled like that, we wouldn't have some white guy on TV selling us bacon in a crust, all right? Like, come on.
Ooh.
Yeah,
There's
that's a good
always room
point.
for innovation.
Bacon
We stuck
crust.
more pizza inside the crust. We stuck hamburgers inside the crust. Oh, shit.
We stuck hamburgers inside the crust of the pizza that's inside the crust.
We're just covering your pizza in sticks of butter, where I think we're set.
A delivery driver comes into your house and just pours hot glaze all over your naked body. It's the new Pizza
Yes,
Hut personal
please.
pan pizza.
Additional charges may apply.
Post-apocalyptic Hunger Games shit right there.
It's the only time that driver's getting a big tip. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Well,
Oh, is he your desk? I'll give you the big tip.
Are you doing anything, buddy? Do you want to be my desk tonight?
I wish I had Jesse's desk. Dun, dun, dun. Oh God, man, this makes me sad.
And I mean, yeah, those are like, and as far as my own words, I would say that I really hit it home with Taco Night, and I absolutely hit it home with Jokos.
Oh yeah.
One of my
that's a good
favorite has to be Milk Toast, probably. Yeah, there's, you know, I'm in. And like, I don't know that I'm ever going to throw these out, but I have all of these little pieces of paper on my desk of like words that we have from these shows. And it's just like, oh man, like, you know, like,
These make me look like a crazy person.
I am a crazy person. Like I shuffle back through and all of a sudden I'm seeing like, you know, gynecocracy. And,
Oh, that was a classic.
and I'm seeing the first time Bob used bailiwick. And I'm seeing
the second time, Bob.
the second time Bob used
Hey,
it.
let's talk about it again. Man, I love bailiwick.
And you know,
Oh,
like there's Gauche. That was great, Dave. That was a great Dave word. Yeah,
you.
I mean, there's so many like hilarious moments. Clip, Black Friday. I'm part of the problem. I don't really care though. Like whatever. The nice thing is that everybody hates the fact that they open stores at like 6:00 on Thanksgiving. Like that's not okay. But at the same time, hey, look, I have to work as an excuse to get away from the family you don't want to see. So for half of them, it's really not a big deal. They still got Thanksgiving in the morning.
I was just mostly disappointed in how shitty the YouTube videos were this year. Like, I mean, I didn't see the all-out brawls that I've seen in previous years. It's like, at best, like somebody was laying on top of a box TV on the floor of Walmart and like refusing to like get pulled off of it. That's it. I wanted more. I wanted more violence. You know,
I picture you waking up like on like
like
Black
a kid
Friday.
on Christmas morning. Yeah.
Run down to your
To watch the
computer.
YouTube videos.
You're like, here we go. Once every year, here we go. And you bust out like you got a mug of like hot chocolate with you, and you're in a robe, and you're like, let's do this.
I'm in my onesies, just ready to go.
Onesies with the butt flap.
Yeah, bowl Lucky
Dave,
Charms, and then I pour the hot cocoa into the bowl Lucky Charms.
Oh,
I have
God.
a whole thing, a whole system.
That's so good.
So this year you just had to watch Jingle All the Way instead.
Bob, why don't you share with us your favorite moment and/or word?
can we just go back to bailiwick?
No,
I mean, that's...
we've done it twice, so no.
I know. I
proven
mean,
that.
there's so many good moments. You know, I really, really enjoy taking a dish full of grandma's pills and just pouring ranch dressing right over them. That is so salacious.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was a great moment. I like when we are able to like basically expand people's palates as well as their vocabularies by introducing different types of foods and food services, and then and as well we have so many different business initiatives, including restaurants. We had like some sort of Jabba the Hutt restaurant, and we also had how could
our
we forget
bar.
our bar?
Yeah,
Waffers.
Yeah, coiffers, and we had the homeless guys that worked there.
Yep, chained
and,
to the radiators, just
and the
pouring
rags,
drinks.
the rags you never wash.
Yep,
because it just locks in those flavors.
Seals in the flavor.
Yeah, Bob, I think my favorite word of yours was wangle, probably.
yeah.
We had so many dick jokes. Can we
What
just
does
do a
wangle mean? I don't remember.
Can we
What does
just
wangle
do
mean?
like a dick joke supercut here? Like
Clip.
So how are you doing?
How are you?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I had to plug in my headphones
Oh,
across
you were.
the room.
Yeah, no, I thought you were giving me the cold shoulder. I was busy singing the Family Matters theme.
Cold shoulder. I would give you the hot wiener.
Yeah.
We could both go to Costco and get one.
That's not
it's like $1.50 with a drink.
That's not opposites. Like if you're gonna do like okay, cold, hot, I get it. Shoulder, wiener, not quite. Like shoulder, knee. So it's like the hot knee.
And did any of you make it anywhere in your careers? No.
No, I have like one of the dudes on my soccer team. He played college ball. I don't know if that means anything.
Hey, listen, which of us haven't played with balls in college?
Yeah, I was gonna say there's definitely somewhere you could go with that.
All right.
What? He's been here the whole time just jerking it? What's going on?
Yeah, that's how I finish. I go, all right. Time to go to work.
He pushes the mic aside, but he keeps the earbuds in. And there's our open. It's like just there it is. I hope. You sound like a seagull that's choking on a piece of on like a chicken bone or some shit. But you know what? Now that we are going down this path, I would like to hear each of our blowjob sound effects just to see who has the best one. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I think the one that I really want to hear is Dave. I want to hear what Dave thinks a good sound effect for that would be. And then we just use the best one when we need it.
How about schlidoing? I gotta admit, I tuned you guys out for a couple seconds there. I fainted at my desk and then I woke back up and I heard my name. I just was like, huh? Schlidoing. Hold on. I can do it. No wait, that's a fart. Hold on.
That was...
Sweep. Bop, bop, bop. So basically, I have a Pavlovian reaction every time I hear a car alarm. I want to blow somebody. I don't know what it is, but that's my blowjob.
I thought you were only giving Hummers to like Ford Festivas.
You're walking through a Target parking lot.
Oh,
Someone's
these
car
lips have been
alarm
around a
goes off.
lot of tailpipe.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other things, but I mean, you know.
Well, I know my least favorite Bob word was niggle. I know that much.
Yeah, there were times where we made ourselves uncomfortable. You know,
It's mostly Dave.
Dave made us uncomfortable.
Yeah. But you grew. You became a better person after going through the ordeal, because what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Is that what you tell people when you're like?
No, that was the purpose. That was it. Is I really care about you guys, both your physical growth and your emotional growth. That's why I'm always trying to make you drink glasses of milk, and I'm always just like, rubbing your back and just saying, well, how does that make you feel? And a lot of times, admittedly, you guys say creeped out, but it's like, hey, at least you're exploring your feelings and you're growing.
You're still
as
alive.
people. Yeah,
Next
I'm
time
still
we'll move from the
alive.
shoulders and we'll go somewhere else.
After doing those things to you, I'm still alive.
there are times where we like invented characters too through this show. Like we had Gubbins, the little chimney sweep boy.
Yep.
That had like the black lung or something. I think I can't remember how that worked.
Gubbin.
Oh, Gubbins.
We had the Quirkin.
We had Quirkin. How could we forget Paul Troon?
Oh,
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
He's still, anytime I go into LinkedIn, dude, he's sitting right there, man. Fucking Paul Troon.
Got so many
Calagon, or what was it?
recommendations.
Calagon.
You had so many recommendations through our show. Like, that guy's career is set now, because he's been endorsed for blogging and podcasting and all kinds of stuff.
Yep. And we had, of course, Paul Troon's arch nemesis was the Ucalagon, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Ucalagon!
There's so many good things. It's unfortunate that we had to kill the show. Just kill it. It's dead.
It's your fault, Paul.
Clip!
Have you guys ever been to Alaska? It's pretty great.
Nah, man, I plan to die there though.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to do.
I mean, are you planning on going there for a vacation and then being murdered?
No, man,
or-
when I'm ready to go, I'm just going to into the wild it, man. I'm just going to like take my fucking jeans and my knapsack and I'm just going to like hike into the wilderness and find a bus and die in it.
Yeah.
You can probably do that in Frisco too.
Yeah, you can do that in many places.
Yeah.
One of the bars I went to there had a replica of that bus outside. It was pretty cliche.
But there was a dead guy in that one, so he couldn't really go inside.
There was a replica dead guy.
Yeah, and corpses are hilarious to play with when you're drinking. I mean, we all know that.
Yeah.
It's the best boozing activity there is.
I mean, Weekend at Bernie's was pretty much a how-to film.
How to just like get drunk and play with corpses. It's a whole subreddit. I don't want to click the... I mean, like, is that illegal if it's like, if, say, like, one of your parents die, and you're the only, like, child, and that corpse is ostensibly yours. I mean, the second they check out, like, their body...
And you got a weekend.
Yeah,
at your Uncle Bernie's.
And you inherit that corpse. I mean, are you allowed to technically, like, kind of play with it before you put it in the ground? I mean, who knows? Like, maybe you and your parent had, like, a real fun time, quirky kind of relationship, and that's something you talked about, and it was like, yeah, it's totally cool, you know? Like... pose me up and take pictures and Weekend at Bernie's me.
You might want to get that in writing.
You have that as a possibility too, that they wrote it into their will, that you have one last weekend with them sort of thing, you know.
Keep me alive and put me in really cool poses.
Yeah,
We're thinking non-sexual, please.
I'm picturing like sort of a montage of things. Like think of like the dance scenes from Breakfast Club. You know, it's just like you have music playing and you have montages in that style. But it's like you're going to a mall with your dead dad and just like you're in a storefront window and like posing with like clothes on and trying. And then
Orange
afterwards,
Julius.
and afterwards you're like you laugh about it, but they're still dead, you know, like that's kind of part of the whole thing.
Oh my god, going to the mall with my dead dad is the best sentence I've ever heard.
Oh crap, that'd be great. Wait, no, it wouldn't. I don't want my dad to die.
Well, but
And this is why we can't be trusted with nuclear codes,
no, right.
amongst other things.
But that one last weekend, I think, would be really special.
It's not. It's like the day after the last weekend because technically they're dead. So it's not like it's their last day on Earth kind of a thing like that. It's the
Sure,
day
but I
after.
mean, it's the last weekend you have with them before you put them in the ground. You know, I mean,
I feel like they could go for a little bit more than a weekend. I mean, they're going to start looking pretty weird
yeah,
probably after the second day.
I always wanted to get bronzed when I died, like have it in my will that, you know, some, you know, relative of mine would have to like take me, like strip me down naked, you know, that would be my final like kind of, you know, prank, be like, haha, you gotta see my naked dead body. Then like set me in a machine or however they bronze you. Like I imagine it's like Han Solo and Star Wars, they just kind of get these like things next to you that just like pour junk on you and then you're frozen solid. And then display me prominently. Maybe in like a lawn setting, or you know, a foyer, if you're rich.
Dave,
you know?
you just inspired me. I mean, real people lawn gnomes.
Oh,
Yeah, I can get down with that, man.
How goddamn incredible would that be?
yeah.
I miss my grandmom. I would love to have like a life-size recreation of her in my kitchen
With an
permanently.
enormous cone hat on.
No, in your garden though, like right?
Yeah, or in my garden,
in
yeah.
your kitchen. Come on, lawn gnomes.
Yeah, but it's like scarecrow-esque, so you're really just scaring off at, you know, any of the birds that are trying to peck at, you know, your garden and stuff.
Yeah.
This is a good idea.
You know who would look incredible as a yard gnome?
Who?
Every old hobo you see in town. Hey, old hobo. You want to be immortalized?
We're always trying to find uses for them, and I
is
feel
a
like this is a
win-win.
good one. Yeah.
This is our biggest untapped natural resource, hobos.
Well, not at coiffeurs.
we need to-
I mean, we
We need
tapped
to
into
clear
that
cut
shit.
those and get them bronzed and in my yard.
Clear cut some hobos.
Yep.
I hope
and
you've
go
all
to the
been
mall with my
recording.
dead dad.
So, like, okay, so we care about the homeless, we care about lawn gnomes,
Well, only in a business sense.
we put it together, and we care about the gnomeless.
Oh, that was actually really good.
The least beneficial charity on the planet.
The gnomeless.
Giving
Charity.
gnomes to the gnomeless.
It's a brand name when we sell that shit.
Oh, what? Can we just be? I've always wanted to be a numbers podcast because that would be even more ridiculous. Like, I feel like, okay, if we were to change
Rango. Oh,
if we were to change the podcast, I think it would actually be pretty amazing because it's like, okay, the premise of this show is one that, you know, like was birthed in the idea of that sounds so dumb and it sounds so like ridiculous and nobody could have a successful show doing that, you know? And then it's like, okay, now how can we like up the ante? You know, we've done this for a while now and it's gone really well. We've done it for a year. And how do we up the ante from that to make it even more ridiculous? It would be like, what if we actually had 2 podcasts slammed into one where the premise of each show is completely different? So like 1 week we're doing the Word Rango thing, and then the next week we just introduce a different show entirely and do something completely different and just throw the whole thing off. Like we're a numbers podcast, has nothing to do with words and their definitions, you know? And then it's like when someone tunes in, they're like, okay, which one is it this week? Are we on like an even numbered week, or like is it the first Saturday of the month or the second? I'm not.
you're an ideas man, Susek. I mean, I don't know if those are good ideas.
I think we should do one where it's like a murder mystery, and you have to like solve it. That'd be fun.
Done it.
A good old whodunit.
Or but like a dinner one, so we're eating, so you can hear us eating stuff. So it's like one of those dinner murder mystery things, so you can get the full experience.
Yeah, and then you get like little hushes from like an old lady to her husband. It's like, I don't really like the taste of the mashed potatoes. Well, eat it anyway. I paid the money for it. Well, I don't want to. Well, do it, damn it. We're gonna go out and watch this show. We're gonna be here and watch this show. This is what you want. I could be home watching football. You know, something like that.
I like the idea of it being an amateur improv murder mystery. So when we started out, like 2 of us die, and we're like, wait, no, I thought I was. Are you gonna? All right, well, I guess I'm alive now. So
we don't know. Yeah, no.
Who killed
I was
him?
just feeling sick. I'm fine. It's a food poisoning.
Yeah,
all good.
It just trip all over ourselves and stuff. Yeah, that would make great audio. Speaking of making great audio, blowjobs. Blowjobs make great audio.
Yeah.
Just gonna insert a shotgun blast here.
I kind of, I talked earlier about Bob's editing, and I think there were times where we really put that to the test. You know, like Dave, do you remember
Sure
the
did.
3-man show when Bob would edit out every time we said "fuck him in the ass" while he beat up the pussy?
Yeah, that was a good one.
and anytime, like, people have to recognize the second that the word duende is said, you know that there's some editing that's going to happen there.
I love Duende.
Duende is so good.
Duende.
There were a couple other moments, right, where it was just like what he did for like background noises and stuff like that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was the thing, is that a lot of people who listen to the show that I know in my life and aren't huge podcast people, they were really, really surprised at like the production value, and they're like, do all podcasts get that? And I say, no, none of them do. Only ours does. Because we have...
And their follow-up question was, why do they let you on this, Dave?
Why do you get that special thing, Dave? What have you done to deserve this?
Yeah, what have you done with your life? To which I reply, shut up. I don't like you anymore.
Shut up, Dad. I'm tired of you.
Yeah, shut up, Dad. Stop not calling me.
He calls you all the time. A disappointment. Whoa.
But
yeah.
Man, there's so many great things like Galpen when you just cup that soup in your hands,
Yep.
and there was when Bob decided to bring a font when he brought Wingding.
Oh,
And, yeah, he really pushed that envelope in terms of what was actually a word, like nabob, instead of just a name.
Dude,
And
whose was... I think this was yours. Oh, yeah, it was. Susan. Gormandize?
yeah,
Gormandize.
I feel the magic between you and I.
There's just any reason to bring up any song from the Dirty Dancing soundtrack, I think.
It was so good.
Yeah.
we also got a little dirty sometimes. I don't know if you guys realize, like when Dave brought Bed Swerver, you know, that's one that like hits home for a lot of people. And you know, if you just move someone's bed just an inch at a time, you know, they might wind up in a different county, and they'll be like, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget the first time I caught my dad bed swerving. No, just kidding. He ran out on me long before I would be old enough to remember something like that.
And there were times, yeah, like the Dave's dad doesn't love him jokes, which I guess are jokes.
Yeah.
The
Jokes.
only way.
Yeah, jokes.
I loved, you brought it up earlier, Dave, but your character, Bob, had a lot of great characters himself.
Yep, yeah.
Like the Bumfuzzle, Rick Moranis meets Butterfly, and the Secret Octopus.
Here you go, Ice. How are you?
Hi, Secret Octopus.
Yeah, and there was that.
Shut up, Secret Octopus!
There was that one improvised sketch back when we did improvised sketches where Bob did Dracula. I think he was Dracula going to somebody's house for something?
He was a used car salesman.
Yeah.
Dracula, the used car salesman.
That's pretty good.
It was super good.
This Honda Accord, that's very low mileage.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
So that's one of the benefits that you have from having a very professional grade voice actor on your podcast. Like, I would say if you're going out and doing your own podcast, like, first thing you need to do is you need to find yourself a professional grade voice actor.
Yeah, totes get you one of those, yeah.
Yeah, spend a lot of time pretending to be his friend or her friend and, you know, trying to get in their good graces
and
then do a podcast for like 62 episodes and then just stop. That's clearly the recipe for success.
Yeah,
So.
but I mean, like, you're going to want to watch out for recording on the week of Talk Like a Pirate Day. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to do that, if you're going to dip into
Best
that,
week of the year.
just realize it comes at a cost.
It comes at an absolute cost. I think there
You love it. You know it.
there are times where we had awesome listeners that would write in, and they would also give Bob all of his words. But we, you know, I feel
Thanks,
like
Jeff.
we brought a lot of happiness to him. There were times where people really responded well. I think one of my favorites was Ryan when you brought the word gentacular, and it was like everybody named Jen, Jenna, and Jenny were having great days that day. You know, like Jennifers across the globe were like, yeah, you know what? That's right. I'm gonna have a gentacular day. You know.
That's like, there's certain words that, like, if you ever hear them in the wild, I mean, most of the words that we kind of brought to the show, but any of those words, like, especially that one, like, if someone ever used that one, like, I'm in, like, some kind of lecture or something for some reason, and the guy's like, yes, in the 1520s, it was a gentacular, right? Like, Jennifer Love Hewitt had a great day in the 1800s? How's that possible? She wasn't even alive, but I bet she would have had a great day.
But here's the thing, though. So is it what's greater? Jennifer Lawrence having an amazing day, or, you know, a jumentous moment where, like, you know, your friendly Jew just really crushes something, you know, like just really does a great job. So what do you think carries more weight in this world?
I think you're right. I think it's more people. I mean, I
More,
don't know.
wait,
There's-
are there more? You're saying there's more Jews than Jens?
That's a good question. I want to think there are more Jews than Jens, but there's going to be like a Venn diagram of Jews named Jen, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
When they have a jumentous gentacular day, it's like,
Oh, the best day ever.
That is absolutely the best day ever, no doubt. And you know, like, we made the world a worse place too sometimes. Like when we introduced the tandem of Rob Zombie and Rob Schneider, and robbing liquor stores. Yeah, the co-robbery.
Rob Schneider's here to...
Rob's gonna come in and build the pod. More Rob.
I always had fun with that. And, you know, we also brought beauty to the world. Like, one of my favorites was parterre, one of my favorite words. Just because I wanted to express to people the beauty of having a nice sculpted garden in your backyard, you know? I enjoy that.
Is that a euphemism?
Yes, that's exactly what that is.
Word Rango 52. Did I mention that this show is going to be the one that will air right around the time of International Talk Like a Pirate Day?
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
Hey,
Did I mention that?
No.
You did, but, you know.
Was that in the group email? Okay.
I don't look any like I filter out all emails with any pirate-based talk or anything that's going on the Bob Ball
if you
soundboard.
think that I based any of my shit around that, I did not.
It's
Not
just
at all.
PIR, honestly. Every email I open, I hit Control F immediately, type PIR, and if I see something come up, then I just close it.
You don't even want to get close to pirate.
Don't even want to get close to them, man. Them scurvy sons of bitches.
Yeah, what's on Fuel TV tonight?
Buck and Ronnie go hunting for hot rod parts in this week's episode of Round the Ring.
Pawn truckers.
Pawn truckers. Pawn ice road truckers.
Pawn ice road truckers.
Your precious pawn needs to get to Alaska, and only 2 men have the guts to drive it on the ice road.
Junkyard pawn truckers. You know, you always call at the wrong time.
Are you in the middle of an apple pie or something?
No, actually, I was listening to I'm not lying. I was listening to the Family Matters theme on YouTube.
Well, by all means, continue.
Okay, so let me start over since you rudely interrupted. Some rare condition this day and age. So any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Yes, I really was. Cheesesteaks.
I had a cheesesteak yesterday. It was pretty good. I was like, man, I'm not feeling homophobic and racist right now. I got to correct this. Let me eat a cheesesteak. And then, like, instantly my face starts to droop. It's like it has a numbing effect. It changes my speech. Like, before then, I sounded like an English guy. Like, if I don't eat a cheesesteak once a week, I'll, like, revert to, like, Sir Ian McKellen's speech. And I'll be all proper and shit. And I'll be like...
sophisticated.
Yeah. I'll be like... It's like George when he stopped having sex for a while and he got, like, really smart. That's kind of my effect with lack of cheesesteak.
Wait, is chlamydia? Is that gonorrhea? Is the clap, or is it chlamydia? I always think chlamydia is the clap because
I always thought chlamydia was the clap. Yeah,
someone told me gonorrhea was the clap once, so I just want to be sure. And he's had it, so
let's Google it. The clap. Something's bound to come up when you Google the clap.
Yeah.
Gonorrhea.
So what's chlamydia?
The fist.
Whoa. I do not want that coming out of my penis.
I like that I go to Google, I just type the letter C, and chlamydia is the first thing that comes up.
Of course it is. Oh man, people like having unprotected sex. They like anything, right?
But I also feel like Google, like it's pulling my personal result, like my private results. So that means
totally
that Google's like, we need to talk. Google's like, hey, you've been sticking your dick into Ask Jeeves.
Where can I find a dumpster whore night?
You've been sticking your dick into Ask Jeeves.
Yeah,
Jeeves didn't ask for this. He didn't ask for this.
He just wants to do your laundry and and maybe answer a couple questions. But
yeah, maybe make you a nice omelet in the morning.
So according to the CDC, chlamydia is the most commonly reported STD in the United States, and there are four,
especially the upper Midwest.
Yeah, probably thanks to me and Ask Jeeves. And there are like 4 stock images of people, all of like different nationalities or like colors, essentially. Like there's this girl that's got darker skin, there's a guy, there's a girl with brown hair, and then there's a ginger. And it's like the dude looks exactly like Peta from the Hunger Games movies. In fact, I would be shocked if it's not him. Maybe it just looks like it to me, but I'm just thinking maybe he has chlamydia.
Yeah, it's the great unifier.
It is.
It transcends race, time, pants, dumpsters.
I always like what was his name? It was Boomhauer, wasn't it? Is it the same as
Dave?
Boomhauer?
Run.
Oh, can you guys hear that? I guess this mic is pretty good.
Dave, you're always
The idea that it picks up the outside noise makes it a good mic. You dumbass! You fucking idiot!
This is one of the good ones. I can hear my neighbor.
Your mics only pick up like the 3 feet around you. That's some weak shit. All right, our listeners deserve more. They need to be able to hear the Mortimers fighting next door.
Have you been turning up your mic sensitivity this whole time?
Do you have an HD mic? Is that what you have?
It's I don't know. It's hold on. It's a Logitech.
High definition.
It actually has a built-in police scanner. But of course, the thing is, there are times where we had great words, and we remember those words, but they were not the winning words. For instance, in that same episode, Dave brought Yakdon, and how can you not vote for that? But that wasn't even the winner, it was
Totipotent?
Totipotent. Oh, Totipotent. Yeah. Totipotent.
Totipotent.
And we had, like, Gallomania and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that was good stuff, dude. The thing is, like, I always thought it was funny when, like Dave, you and Suzik would, like, argue about how shitty your guys' like word definitions were, because you guys would sometimes pick like definitions for like Yakdon's a perfect example where it's like not even an English word, and so you guys would like just sit there and like dig on each other because you're like, oh yeah, my word means like a hill that's like in somewhere in northern Wisconsin, and you're just like, wait, what? Like no one's ever gonna use that word. Not that they're gonna use any of our words anyway.
Yeah, we did wind up getting ourselves into a little bit of a mess when we were trying to do that. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you.
Yeah, it wasn't even a mess. I just thought it was... Yeah.
Well, we were like child actors growing up before podcast listeners' eyes. Like, that's the thing, is we were trying to hone our craft in real time. And that's the thing about your favorite word-based podcast show. It's like it grows in real time with you, you know? So
right. So, like, after, people are going to wonder what's going to happen with us afterwards. I'm actually going to develop a crack problem. Like, that's my career arc after being a child actor.
I'm going to become an attorney.
Oh, see, there you go.
That's what I feel like every, like, child actor who gets out of acting becomes, an entertainment lawyer. Like, Chunk from The Goonies, the dude from What About Bob, like, the little kid. Like, they're all, like, entertainment lawyers now. So maybe that's where you're going, Suzik.
No, you're right. You know what? You're right. Scopsy, just gonna throw that out there.
Oh man, that delicious drink.
Tobacco mixed with RC Cola. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know where else we go with this. I mean, I think we just had awesome moments.
let's thank people for the last time. From last week, Micro Brian, Glib Shark, Obo Crazy, Jacob Holden, the Optimism Club. Obo Crazy was sad to hear that Word Rango's on hiatus. Now will she get all of her sexy pizza talk? Herr Copland said, sorry to hear about Word Rango, but it sounds like everyone is on to bigger and better things.
That's not
true. Pour one out.
Yeah, that's not true.
I'm being shot into space. I had a nice Facebook conversation with Jeff Duke Jr., who is sad to see us go because he has nowhere to send all of his words now. I know that you're sad about that, Mike.
Yep. Really sad. Really sad. Sad.
Wow. Hey, look, is it my fault you don't have minions? No.
But now Jeff knows that he's just a minion to you, which I guess...
Listen, all of you are.
Yeah.
Hello? This is my vehicle to get shot into space. I win.
Were you really, when you did the Doom character, were you really just Doom the whole time? I think.
Doom has had enough of your insolence.
There we go. Yeah, I guess I thanked everybody else last week, so I don't feel like doing it again. But thank you all. It's been a lot
during
of
the
fun.
week of Thanksgiving? Jeez, Suzik, you're such a dick.
I like the idea that it's like, oh wow, Dave, you're back. And Dave was out 1 week, and then we went like 3 weeks without Ryan.
Yeah, I'm a little bit less missable sometimes. It's okay.
No, I don't
replaceable.
think that at all. I don't think I definitely missed you more than Dave.
Hey, Mike, Dave's in the room.
No, he's not. See, that's the fun thing about Skype, is that I can still talk to you guys, but you're not in the actual physical room with me, so I can still be a total dick to you.
The best part of waking up is Bob Ball being an asshole.
I live in one of the most diverse cities in, like, the fucking country, dude. Like, really? Yeah. Really?
Are you like in what way? Like
I mean,
cheeses? Like,
no, racially diverse. Like, not kidding. Like, definitely.
There's white. There's off-white. There's bone.
Oh man, they're like there's stereotypical sections of the city.
Rail.
Like, there really is. It's a thing. I'm not kidding.
They live in cheese houses.
Okay, most
Wisconsin,
diverse.
it's a thing.
I know you guys make fun of it. It legit is. At least it was at one point. I mean, maybe that's changed at some point. But
We have both New York and Chicago style pizza.
we do.
Diversity, Wisconsin.
We do.
right,
we
let's
do,
see-
and we do, and it's somehow better than both. No, I'm kidding.
Because I avoid rush hour. I can walk there.
Whoa. Those two things are incongruous, my friend. I miss rush hour. I can walk there. Is there a rush hour on the sidewalk in San Francisco?
Yeah, in the financial district, definitely, man. Gotta like push your way through all these suits and like chicks that have standards. It's fucking tough, man.
Oh, chicks with standards. That is tough.
I spend an inordinate amount of time thinking about peaches and cream corn.
Cream corn.
Cream corn. Stick with me, baby. I have you farting through silk.
Ryan, you should know me well enough that I only have so much in my body, like so much love in my body, and once I spell it out, like you're not getting any for 6 more months, you know? Like,
Oh, man.
I'm very cold, okay? But yeah, no, thank you everybody. It's been a lot of fun. I have no clue what Bob is all gonna throw in here for clips. Hopefully he does a good job in picking stuff out. No, it's just going to be this conversation without anything else.
That would be amazing. Like, just no clips involved. It's just us saying clip.
That's us saying clip. That's the worst clip show ever.
But it's still technically a clip show.
It is a clip show. It's just a show where we say clip.
Clip.
Listen, Dave, you should know by now, I only look out for number 1. And that's me. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, the number 2 could come wherever he just happens to be at that point in time.
Yeah. Actually,
Right in your living room, Susie. Right in your living room.
No, I went to a Bed Bath & Beyond this evening, and I went to the toilet section and just
Beyond
dropped
section.
in there. Yeah. That's the joke. That's always the joke with the fucking Beyond section.
Hey, look, at the very least, be a gentleman about it. Try to make your way over to like the brown towel section.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Blend right in.
Just wipe and go.
No,
wipe
well,
and
I don't
go.
know, man. You're in somebody's establishment. Go for the brown rugs. You know, get that extra nice, soft
so they
wipe.
step on it.
Why do you go for the employee bathroom? How about that? If
Yeah,
you really
just grab
wanna-
the nearest employee themselves. They're usually wearing khaki pants. Just rub your hindquarters against their pants.
Okay, so you go to the khaki pants section. You put on a pair of khaki pants. Then you go to the workroom, the break room.
The break room,
See
yep.
if you can find a worker's vest or get into someone's locker, and then take their uniform, and then you put that on, and then you go to the employee's bathroom where people will be like, "Oh, where is this?" And then you just, when people ask you, like, "I'm sorry, I don't think, do you work here?" All you just say is, "I'm from corporate." And they start
Wearing the
flipping out because suddenly they're like, "Shit, this guy's from corporate. He's going to be watching us. I got to be on my fucking A game." And you can be like, "Hey, I see are you scheduled for a 15-minute break? Because it seems like, I think I've seen you back here for 20 minutes. Are those Oreos? Because I am hungry. I don't want to have to write up a report or anything, but I could go for some Oreos right now." Suddenly you're getting Oreos out of the deal. You're shitting in the employee bathroom, and you're from corporate. It's like a fucking foolproof. In fact, I'm doing this tomorrow. This sounds like so much fun.
How are you getting the uniform again? Like you're not beating someone up to do this?
Well, it takes a little stealth. You got to be able to get to like the locker room, because a lot of like jobs like this have like cubby holes and stuff like that. And some people leave stuff behind. They maybe work other shifts. All you have to do is just try and hunt for some sort of employee uniforms. And there's usually storage where it's like, "Oh, I forgot my work shirt today. Okay, here are like 7 boxes of different sized work shirts." You could find one, finding that you can get that far. You're on the right track.
Or if you really want to, I guess you could choke out Sally from Housewares.
Yeah. Sure.
It's a pretty elaborate plan.
You go to
Put her in a reverse camel clutch for about 30 seconds.
Yeah,
She's out like a light.
forget filling out a comment card. Choke that bitch out.
Wow. I figured you go to like the automotive section and find like a jumper cable, or you find like some sort of bungee cord or something, and then you can choke her out with that, like a rear naked choke or something. Just come up behind her and.
Man.
Oh, I thought if you're getting a jumper cable, you could really just talk Sally into some other things.
Yeah.
Hey, Sally, just clip those on right there. This will be fun.
And I'm more of a proponent for the Ted DiBiase school of assassination takedowns, so. Give him that $1 million dream. Send him off on a
$1 million dream.
nice luxurious tunnel on the way to that light. You set
You
them
hear
off in
that,
style.
Sally? Everyone has a price.
Everyone has a
Oh,
price.
geez.
Mine just happens to be $36.74. In case any listener wants to send me some dollars.
Is that credit or debit?
I just whatever, man. I mean, I'll take EBT. I'll take Jeffrey bucks. I'll take whatever you got.
Jeffrey
I'll
bucks.
take money order. Who
Yeah.
the fuck does that?
Wait, 36 like dot 74?
Yeah,
For
$36.74.
Dave.
And
Wow,
any
man, you're selling yourself.
hey, man, life is cheap, dude. Life is cheap.
And so is Dave.
Yep. Yeah, it's about Mike tonight, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, here's the thing.
If it's about me, click.
No.
I'm super high right now, guys.
Are you?
No. Not on
that's
a
too bad.
Wednesday. Oh my god.
That would make for a very interesting show if we all got baked.
If
you
we
know?
record on a Friday night, I will take you up on
That'd
it.
be fun.
We should each use a different drug.
It's all up my butt.
Do you take those butt drugs, Bob?
I thought those were only for cats. But Bob's like, no, I'll have some of that.
I'll take those cat butt drugs.
Cat butt drugs. They're normally for getting rid of worms, but
let's
Bob
see.
found a way to freebase with I don't know, speed or something like that, and he just puts it
Let
right
me
in his
tweet out
butt.
that we just set a Word Rango world record on how long it took into the call before we started talking about butts and cat butts.
But specifically say butt drugs, because I feel
Butt
like
drugs.
that's the important
Yeah.
part of it.
It is. You're right.
Speaking of warmed up, if I give you the high sign, which will probably be, oh my God, I gotta go. I'm still experiencing some intestinal distress from food poisoning.
Oh,
So-
man. You steady pooping a ton, ain't you?
Oh my God, it's like a geyser.
Just so much poop. Just so much.
Pea shooting.
I love how you said intestinal distress. I guess it's a married thing. I mean, as a dude, I'd just be like, guys, I'm shitting a ton, you know?
Explosive diarrhea.
Yeah. I wouldn't be afraid to throw that phrase out there, but you're all delicate with it.
If my colon was a reality television show, it would be The Amazing Race.
And holy fuck. I mean, one of the things I wanted to do this week, and I just never found time to, is I wanted to go back and tally up all of the wins. And maybe I'll still do this at some point. Tally up all the wins for each person to see who the overall winner is.
Oh, that'd be
Word
cool.
Rango.
If you want,
Wait.
I actually did that.
No way, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know how this is going to go. Go ahead.
Dude, I'm 62-0.
Bullshit.
Throw that shit on Facebook, man. That'd be cool.
Yeah, Bob's saying he was...
No, I mean you, the actual
yeah.
real wins.
Yes, I will do that. I really want to, because I think the funny thing is that we had so much fun with this being a game show, but we really did treat it like that a lot.
Yeah.
We really did want to bring the best word. We really did want to have awesome definitions and win, and we knew that as we did that, we would be entertaining people. So I want to do that. I know I have a guess as to who won. I really think it's between Dave and Ryan, but...
I think it's
but
probably
yeah,
Dave.
man, we fucking...
way to shoot a 50% right off the bat.
Oh, there's no way that you have it, Bob, and I know that I don't. So
62-0. I'm winning this show right now.
are you?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is it because you have the most people on the show if you count all of your characters?
Clip.
Nice.
The Gibson doesn't sound like anything particularly.
Which
it
Hackers
sounds like
movie?
Which Hackers movie?
sounds like a math teacher.
There's so many, it's hard to keep track of the plot lines of all the various Hackers movies.
Well, I mean, are we talking about the Hackers 3, Jason's Revenge, or are we
Yeah.
talking about the Hackers 3, The Legend of Curly's Gold?
Right, like Hackers 4, Night Out on the Town, all that stuff.
I prefer the non-hackers movie like Swordfish.
Why is that a non-Hackers?
Well, it's not
movie?
called Hackers.
Oh,
but it might
so
as-
any
might
movie
as
that's
well
not
be.
called Hacker. Oh, well,
I mean,
haven't
it's
seen
Hugh
Swordfish.
Jackman as a computer hacker.
Oh, I thought it was about actual swordfish.
It was Hugh Jackman playing a swordfish who is a computer hacker.
He's so good as a swordfish
He
too.
is.
It's very believable. Very believable.
Yeah.
It says hit any key. Where's the any key?
I like how anytime there's an aquatic animal, Bob immediately goes into the secret octopus, basically.
It's right there in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
If it's over a vowel and it's a line, then that would mean that like for instance, if it's E, then it would be E. Like it would be that instead of a little curly thing that'd be like A, you know?
And if it looks like 2/3 of a triangle, like the top two legs of a triangle over top of an O,
yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man.
that means your word is racist. I don't want you to really ever hit 100%. I don't want you to hit...
You don't want me to give 100% to the podcast.
Finally, you've gotten the message.
Awesome. Okay. 20.
Can we hit for 50? Fine, 60. Can I get you at 69%?
No, we're not going to do that.
I could have sworn that a couple of times, Dave, you must have passed out and were just...
Well, maybe I was thinking about donuts or something. Dude.
You might have.
I mean, what do you do when you think about donuts?
Are you like a horny didgeridoo?
Yeah, didgeridoo with the boner, yeah.
Yeah.
Didgeridoo's got wood.
Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo, please do. If I sound like I'm straying away from the mic, it's because I have a 10 key and I'm doing taxes for next year while I'm doing this podcast. So which that can probably get annoying as well. So.
Do you have like like just this massive calculator with like the receipt paper on it too and everything? Just the loudest possible?
Yeah. Oh, and I have a visor that I put on while I do it as well. Yeah, see, 1095. We deducted all the deductibles from
Insert your gross adjusted income here.
Yeah, Bob probably picks up all that stuff. You guys don't hear it because I turn away from the mic when I do that. But.
So there we go. Let's just get one more clip in here. We'll ride off. Thank you guys, everyone, for all the support and all the love. Maybe we'll be back, probably not. And thank you once again to Ryan, Dave, Bob. You guys are fantastic. Thank you, Bob, for helping put together this show every week. You've done an amazing job. You guys are all very funny. It's been a pleasure for me to do this. And I'm going to enjoy this extra night a week. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh.
I'm gonna spend one night every week now crying into a pillow with a dictionary nearby, and I'm gonna have my browsers just locked to Sexy Merriam-Webster with another tab open with Sexy Rakes, and just think what could have been. And I'm sure
Me
everybody
too.
else will too. Yeah. Let's end this on a low note. Thank you guys for listening.
Go fuck a pizza.
Go fuck a pizza.
Clip.
Well, the great thing though is now we can have like the Word Rango anthology, you know?
Oh, dude, the HD remaster, like, oh, hell yeah!
Yep.
Let's double dip in that pot right there.
It'll be like one of those commercials, those kind of call now and order, you know, free shipping and handling, and it shows like a leather like, you know how there's like those dictionary or encyclopedia sets that are all like really nice and well bound, and like it has like the gold
Each podcast.
the gold on the edge of the pages, and instead it's a disc with each fucking podcast on it. 60 some discs in total.
That's a great idea.
Like it. It's a fucking money making idea.
Yeah, and then you just end up putting them on some unused shelves in your home with like a floral pattern on the wallpaper, and yeah, it's a good decorative item, you know. Plus, we get to include all the DLC in one package, so that's nice.
Well, we still make them pay for it. I mean,
well, yeah, of course. I mean, you know, kids got to eat.
Love the one you're with. Love the one you're with.
No, actually, it's love the one you're with. Like, you can only love someone who is as wide as you are. There's very clear size guidelines in the love handbook.
That's like a Keynesian study, you know, like it's a known truth. Like you really should definitely date for your weight.
Changing lives, that word, Rango. Changing lives.
Date for your weight. I really should start yelling cut more often, like just in regular ass settings. You know, I'm at the grocery store, someone is just like taking forever and using like a bunch of coins, and I just want to like get a do-over on which line I picked and stuff. I just want to yell cut in social situations.
I mean, Mike is now Zach Morris, so it makes sense.
Oh, now that is, if there was one superpower I could have, it would just be being Zach Morris, which is essentially stopping time and then talking to like the camera, you know, breaking the fourth wall. I'm all about that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can see how this would work for you. So let's say that somebody with a cart of 900 items gets in front of you.
Yeah, that's a huge cart.
And let's just say they're in the regular line.
It's that fucking Duggar family is what it is.
Yeah, it's all yogurt.
It's the whole family of Duggars.
130 kids and counting.
Here's what you do. Real quick, you have to pull out your phone, or hopefully you'll have actually a camera with you. Just yell, "Cut!" and go, "Look, you all are blocking the shot. If you all can just step back for just a minute." She was about to go in. And then just go in, roll them.
Yep.
And then just hold up your phone.
And it's what really is going to get people believing me that they're in some sort of thing is that I'm going to carry a boom mic with me everywhere I go.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That's really creative, but I think the Duggars would probably be used to that shit. Like,
yeah.
No, fuck you, man. Look, your dolly's not even here. You got your best boy over there. You got your key grip just eating a sandwich. So obviously what you're saying isn't true. I don't know.
We always need that key grip. Isn't the key grip like part of Hugh Jackman's posse? Did we determine that?
He's the one that jerks him off.
Yeah, that's what it is. In the Burger King bathroom.
Right next to the best boy. Because the best boy, like, he has a role in that too. Like, he holds the balls, I think.
Right. It might have been an actual year ago when we started fucking around with Hugh Jackman. Call us, Hugh. Just call us.
Yeah.
No. Call me, Hugh.
Nah.
Call me.
Hello? Is it Hugh you're looking for? I can see it in your claws. I can feel it in my grip.
like his adamantium claws or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, dude, he's Wolverine. He totally has claws.
Wolverine, that's true.
Can we start calling it Word Rango, hosted by Johnny Depp? Like, can we just start calling it that?
Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
Maybe we could just change the show title to Hosted by Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I'm down.
That has to be an incredible job to be the Skype eavesdropper. Like you just have to listen into Skype calls quietly to see if they're terrorists using it, and then being just listening to some douchebags.
No, dude. They also part of their job is that they have to actually do the ring, so that's not actually a computer sound. So it's just some guy just in the morning. Oh fuck, they're calling again. Boop, 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 boop. Somebody pick up. This is getting old.
I always like to imagine that if you do the Skype call test with the weird woman, her voice is live. It's just a real person. Hello, welcome to Skype call testing service. After the beep, please record your message. Afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
That sounded a lot like Mary Poppins. And I can't imagine that Mary Poppins knows much about Skype, Mike. So I call shenanigans.
But she's not doing anything now.
I don't know. Have you Skyped Mary Poppins lately?
Ooh. That means something else in my household, if you know what I mean.
I think it's moreover because I'm looking up those Facebook.
All I'm asking you to do is it's really.
I feel like
easy.
it's one page. I can just send you the link.
I do have to locate them.
Right, it's one page. I just feel like Facebook.com, clicking the little corner thing.
Yeah,
notifications from Word Rango.
I didn't realize it'd be this difficult.
And then Twitter.com.
Right, and then click one thing in there. Okay, and we're done.
I think what happened is Bob set up a Firefox extension that it's called Rat Maze or something, and it turns every web page into a maze that he has to navigate before he gets where he needs to go.
Okay,
it's his idea of just having a little extra fun with each click.
Yeah. See, Dave does that organically by putting all of his shortcuts on his desktop.
See, where the fuck did I put this one from?
I don't need an extension
you guys are
for
all,
that game.
You're all on this less is more mindset, More is more. More is literally more. So
literally more.
Have more. You deserve more.
Do you have folders of shortcuts, or do you just get a second monitor?
No, I get shortcuts. I have folder shortcuts that go to folders that open up, and then within them they have shortcuts to get around quicker. It's called an operating system, Mike. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but
I picture you inoperable operating system. I picture you on your desktop clicking okay, new folder, good, all right, and then you click on the folder, create shortcut.
No, but they're all named new folder 1, new folder 2 because he hasn't figured out how to name them.
But that's
Shit,
the thing.
did I
It's
put
called a
this in new-
shortcut. It gets you to the folder faster.
It's
you know?
true.
It just makes sense.
Cuts
Just
down
makes
on that
sense.
load time.
But yeah, no, it's like, somebody asked me for a file. It's like, oh yeah, I got that real quick. Hold on. And now Bob just edit in 4 minutes of clicks here. Just click, 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 clue, clock, click, 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 click. Click 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 click. Well, here I got something that'll cheer you up, Mike. So I got this email right before I started to like sit down to record the show, and it was from this lady, and it was on About Me, and like who the hell emails somebody through About Not Me? Like who even goes to that website? And so like I got the message, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna be in SR next month. Like we should get together. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I email, and I'm like, hi, you sent me a message on About Me. Why? Also, I can't recall who you are. And then she emailed back, said, hi, David. We met at the Salmon Motel in Santa Rosa last month. Like, that's it.
Did you?
Like, no, I don't know who the hell this is. I haven't been in Santa Rosa, let alone in any motels called the Sandman. Not to be confused.
The Salmon?
No, Sandman. Like, not to be confused with Sandman.
Like the really proper Metallica song? Like,
I was about to get to the Metallica joke.
It's like perfect for tea time. It's good stuff. But yeah, so I mean, maybe not so much a crazy story, but pretty funny the way it was worded.
Everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah, it's all gonna get better, you know. This is like like if we were all collectively, this show was like a gay teenager in high school. Like, yeah, shit's pretty rough right now, bro. Like, I'm sorry, you're getting hazed, people are making fun of you, but it gets better. And once you're an adult, then you're gonna like find a coffee shop you like and your favorite brunch spot, and you're gonna thrive. And you're gonna have a lot of friends, and people are gonna love you, and they won't be able to live without you. Little Word Rango.
Can we just stop the show right now and just go have brunch?
I'm fine with that.
Hey man, I could take an omelet right now.